Tour Striker Nation, Martin Chuck here, and I am in my home studio hitting a few golf shots. And you know what's really fun about this is I get to answer your questions. And recently I've had people come to the golf school that have been really high handicaps, newbies, which has been great. And I've had the golfers that have come to my school that are 4, 5, and 6s that kind of get in that, they're kind of a little stuck and they have a frustrating miss. And it's cool in that we get the newbies tend to be steep. They're going to have the club coming to the ground too hard over the top. And what do they do from here? They stand up and they have to try to fit the club in without hitting the ground too hard. And they get the club in alignment with their lead arm, too much thumbing down. Then you get the better golfers that don't really unwind that well, but they get themselves too shallow and they're going to hit the ground too. So they have to stand up and they get this again. They ulnar deviate, they thumb down prematurely. And when you thumb down prematurely and the club's in an alignment with your lead arm, watch this. There's no power in that club head right now. All there is rotation of the face. Well, if I take that golf club and I put some angle in between the lead arm and the shaft, now the face becomes very, very stable. Look at the difference. Here's just a wiggly club face pointing all over the place. You can imagine what that would do to your golf ball at impact. Versus when you have some angle in here and you have rotation in the form, now you get this input versus output that I really like. A little bit of input, a lot of output, and a stable face. Not only, let me show you what it does. We created something to help you with this issue. For the better players that are too shallow and ulnar deviate, thumbs down, and the over-the-toppers that are too steep and have to stand up and thumbs down to get the club on the ball, guess what your friends say? Hey, you got to keep your head down. No, you don't have to keep your head down. You have to learn the segments to help you deliver the club face, center of the club face onto the golf ball with the grooves of the club parallel to the horizon. You see, we don't want the golf club coming in toe down, because if you do, guess where the face is pointed? For the right-hander golfer, well to the right. So I developed the Tour Striker Impact Strap. You can see there's a comfortable wrist strap and then an adjustable Velcro strap that gives you this ability to create some of this angle and feel what I'm talking about. Now, when I put this in, I've got an angle here, and just to illustrate again, here is input to output with a stable club face. And that's what we're looking at when we're going to hit a golf ball. Can we unwind our forward bend, collect the golf ball, and you'll notice right there, what do you have? You have the hands ahead of where impact would be. You've got forward shaftling, you have all the elements of compression. Now, if I held this club straight out in an alignment, well, I can't do it with the strap on right here, but you can see how that face rotates significantly. This one can't. All it can do is work this input to output relationship. Now the benefits. For the better golfer, some of you good golfers that come to my golf school, and I'm guilty of this too, we have a mild bit of early extension. As we come down, we are trying to hit it really hard, and we stand up prematurely, raise the handle, get the toe down, the face kicks out to the right. The natural instinct is to try to roll the face over, and guess what? You get unreliable strikes. So with the impact strap, since you can't do that, it's going to help you find this appropriate hip hinge, and then you're going to teach yourself how to move yourself in that awareness. And you can see here that this golf club is going from this delivery position. I'm in my hip hinge, I'm in my forward bend, I'm unwinding three-dimensionally, making that work. If you don't have something holding you in place, you won't be forced to do it. You see, I want you to put this on. I want you to miss. I want you to miss 5, 10, 15, 20 shots because I need you to feel something different. There's frustration sometimes when you put on a training aid. You know why? Because you can't do what you've always done. And you don't want to do what you've always done. You want to make a change. Well, this will make you make that change. And so the higher handicap golfers, they get the club too steep. Now the club is out here in no man's land. How does it get to the ball? Well, it's coming down, crashing over the top. What do? They stand up and they have to ulnar deviate and thumbs down really quickly. Well, you can't do that with this strap right here. It doesn't allow you to do that. So when you put this on, the Tour Striker Impact Strap, and you find your address position, you'll feel this relationship. And hitting some of these shots, the sense of moving through impact, staying in your inclination to the ground, that's how you're going to become a very reliable ball striker. And I can't tell you, every time I've had this on somebody over the last probably year and a half of prototype testing with people, they always say, hey, Martin, can I keep this? You know, because they've never felt this delivery before. They're always either too steep, standing up, fitting it in, too shallow, stalling out the pivot, trying to get the club on the ball. This is the first time they felt that input to output relationship in conjunction with how the body has to stay in its forward bend and unwind to collect the golf ball. So I'm super excited about this. You know, I spend my time on the range with tons and tons of golfers. And for me, I get excited when somebody kind of gets it, when the bell goes off and they're like, oh. And that's what the Tour Striker Impact Strap is going to do for you. If you're not a great ball striker, you know who you are. The Impact Strap, it's really going to help you get the lead arm and body working in the right relationships for you to get the club face on the ball to be a more predictable, powerful striker.